Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Mayor's Monday Message for September 12th, 2022. Buckle your seatbelts. We've got a long list of things going on here this week. Starting off with a very important issue that people contact me about all the time, and that is the stray cat population in York City. And the SPCA is having a seminar on their program, their Trap, Neuter, and Release program, this Thursday, 5 to 7 at Martin Library. Also on their Facebook page, where the link's there, and on Channel 18 on White Rose Television. So, we've had this issue for a while. We tried to deal with it, close to 10 years ago. I helped bring in an organization from Mechanicsburg, and I'm not sure where that went, but the SPCA, we found at that time, and I think we all learned that the Trap, Neuter, and Release programs are the absolute best way to deal with the cat population. If you just take them away and you don't release neutered cats into the territories, then, they have more babies and they just populate and take over the new territory. So it's very key to return neutered cats, and we're never going to be a stray catless city. There's a certain balance in the environment where if you put a neutered cat back in, then they'll kind of guard their territory, and but they won't be reproducing so many new kittens and just have this explosion of cats all over the city. So I hope you will tune in and participate if you are interested in helping to trap cats in your neighborhood. And again, that's Thursday, 5 to 7 at Martin Library. Also streaming on the SPCA's Facebook page and with Cliff. Hi, Cliff. On Channel 18, White Rose Television. Finally, here we come. So many people have been asking me, when does the King Street bike lane open? When is it open? We're already using it, but we have to stop and go around all the detour signs. And so that is great that I'm seeing people use it every day. Some people, unfortunately, pessimists, I guess, or people that don't actually look at what's going on King Street are saying, oh, nobody ever uses the bike lane. But I will tell you every day that I'm seeing people use the bike lane, even though it's not even ready yet. So I'm very excited that this Friday we will be officially opening the King Street bike lane that'll link East York, or the eastern part of the city with the western part of the city, all down to the rail trail, and it makes a really nice east-west connection to then that north-south connection, and really helps people get around here in the city safely. So I would encourage you also, if you are biking and have the ability to use the King Street bike lane, please utilize it. Unfortunately, York City was designed as a Victorian town before bikes, before cars, before buses, before trucks. So our streets are fairly narrow. We've got parking. It is not the safest thing to do to bike around the city. You're not allowed to bike on the sidewalks because that's dangerous for pedestrians, for people coming in and out of stores and businesses. So things are a little tight. So that's the purpose of making this safe space for everybody that wants to bike in the city. Utilize it as much as possible, and then use it kind of as a main artery then to shoot off to the places that you need to go. So officially opening on Friday. Restaurant Week is going on now all throughout the city. I had some wonderful General Tso's shrimp and chicken at the Holy Hound. I'd never had General Tso's shrimp before. So that was a really good meal. It's the only thing I had so far. I wasn't out this week, so I will be getting out more this week to make sure I enjoy Restaurant Week. And you can check out all the restaurants participating at rwyork.com. This is very exciting. The hospitality training. I just got an update. Things are moving fast and furious over at the Yorktown Hotel. They're doing their best. They are planning on things for New Year's and planning an opening even earlier than that. So they're doing a hospitality training, or they aren't, but Crispus Attucks is working with them to do the John A. Lambert Hospitality Training Program, and that is through Crispus Attucks. and you can see the contact information on there. That's coming up the next couple of or starting tomorrow, and then for the next couple weeks. So that's training that will not only help with the Yorktown, but I know that there are other restaurants that are preparing to develop, I should say. They're not opening imminently anytime soon, but I know of at least 2 new restaurants, actually 3 new restaurants that are looking to open pretty soon. And so training in hospitality is a very useful skill that can be used not only at the Yorktown, but other places. Bloom Small Business Development Program starts on the 14th and runs through the 19th, and information is there to help with your small business. And these are businesses that have been in operation, so this is kind of an accelerated program to help all the problems you found in the first couple of years of business. One thing I know as a person who started multiple businesses is that just because you have a dream about something doesn't make you know everything about running a business. So don't be too proud to participate. I think that you will learn a great deal. And again, the link is there for York County Economic Alliance, their Bloom Small Business Development Program. We had a great kickoff to Welcoming Week this past, was it Saturday or Friday? Friday. And lots of activities on North George Street, but there's activities all over the city. And Welcoming Week, if you didn't know, is about welcoming our immigrant businesses, people that are new to this land but are bringing their skills, their culture, their businesses, all here to help improve their own lives and to help improve the city of York. So I encourage you to go out and support all of our local businesses, but with a focus this week on our businesses that have been established by folks from other countries. With the Welcoming Week, there are all sorts of activities. On Wednesday at the library, at Martin Library, 159 East Market Street, from 6 to 8 p.m., there will be food and dance and arts and music at a cultural festival at the Martin Library. So that's the Youth Cultural Jam. Also, there is a musical premiere, Alien 8, at Dream Rights Theater on Friday, September 16th at 6 p.m. That's out at the end of West Philadelphia Street, if you don't know, West Philadelphia and Carlisle. And that's kind of a story about an alien that comes to the earth and learns to speak English and creates a new world for himself and or herself or itself, I guess. And then we do have the close of Welcoming Week, which is a little bit, the movie's the day after Welcoming Week closing, but it's a closing celebration to wrap things up at Creative York, 10 North Beaver Street. That's Thursday, 5:30 to 8 o'clock. Oh no. Then we got Rawchella 5. Chuck Raw, you out there? Getting you some free publicity here. Rawchella, a great entertainment event Friday and Saturday, September 16th and 17th, 11 to 10 at Kiwanis Lake with local musicians, food, merchandise, but there's also musicians from all around. I've met some incredible musicians there and vocalists and performers, and that's a good, fun event. And check out Chuck Raw and Rawchella on Friday and Saturday at Kiwanis Lake. We've got a fundraising barbecue for the Officer Wellness Program. York City Police Department is going on at 800 East King Street. That would be at the United Way, right at the United Way there on 800 East King Street. And you can, I guess you can possibly order ahead of time at the event link right there. That's this Saturday at 11 o'clock, chicken barbecue benefit for the Police Officers Wellness Program. Ceasefire Block Party. Thank you, New Covenant Church, and I would be remiss if I didn't thank you for hosting the incredible Journey to the Other Side for my good friend Stephanie Seaton, who passed away. That was really an event that everybody could be proud of, especially Stephanie. So anyhow, always doing their part for the community. The New Covenant Community Church, 116 Southwest Street, is having a ceasefire block party on Sunday from noon to 6. So West Street will be closed right there between King and Princess, right around the 600 block of King and Princess. It'll be closed with a talent show, basketball, moon bounce, school supplies, and much more. So all sorts of activities for the ceasefire block party. And that's Cease with a C. That's not Bishop Cease naming it after himself. Gotcha. Ceasefire block party. Project Penny Heaven. This is really a touching project. Sorry, Jamie, I don't know your married name yet. Jamie Kinsley came to me. The city has some property up in North York Borough that is the final resting place for many people who were too poor, people who weren't approved for other cemeteries, African Americans, others that were not. Up until the 1960s, almost all the cemeteries, at least the big cemeteries, were reserved for white people only. So, we have Lebanon Cemetery for African Americans in North York Borough, coincidentally kind of right almost next to what's been known as the Paupers Cemetery. So people that didn't have enough money, people that were excommunicated from their churches, people that, for any reason, were not laid to rest in the other cemeteries. So believe it or not, this was right at York High, where York High is today, actually across the street in the parking lot for St. Patrick's. And those folks were moved in, I guess, late 1800s, I think they were moved. Late 1800s, early 1900s. They were moved up to the cemetery. And it's really just a field up in North York with no marker, nothing. You'd never even know why. There's nothing built on this property. And Jamie Kinsley took it upon herself, working with Mike Shannabrook here at the city and others, to research the people that were buried there and find out as many names as we could find out. And there's going to be a memorial dedication this Thursday from 5 to 6 p.m. It's a little bit off the beaten path, but it's off of North George Street around the 600 block, or no, not 600 block, the 7th Avenue. If you take a left down 7th Avenue, it's in the alley back there. So on the kind of between George Street and Prospect Hill Cemetery, back in that little area. So 7th Avenue, it's actually on Schley Avenue, or Schley Alley at 7th Avenue. And yeah, we're going to be out there Thursday from 5 to 6 p.m. with the dedication. Oh, and we'll wrap it up with jobs. One of my favorites. York Hiring Fair this Thursday from noon to 4 at People's Bank Park. That would be the York County Economic Alliance. They do a great job with bringing lots of employers together. So this is also links up with the hospitality training at Crispus Attucks. If you're doing the hospitality training and you come to the job fair, you can tell them, hey, I'm doing this training already. I'm ready to go. So that's quite an extra bonus for potential employers. And it's not just restaurants. I mean, you can imagine retirement homes, other places that need food workers, kitchen staff, people interacting with anybody like you do at a retirement home. There's lots of other opportunities, and right next is this all works very well together. Yorktown hiring days, as I mentioned, the Yorktown Hotel is looking to get ready, and next Monday through next Wednesday, there will be hiring days. This is at the York County Economic Alliance, 144 Roosevelt Avenue, so at the corner of Roosevelt and West Philadelphia Street. They will be hiring specifically for the Yorktown, but also, all these things are working together, so they might be able to help you out in other locations. And then, as I mentioned, retirement homes, nursing homes, rehab facilities are also hiring. And Yorkview Nursing and Rehab is hiring at 970 Colonial Avenue. There are more than 50 positions available, and it's a walkable job right out in Fireside on Colonial Avenue, so kind of right off of Pennsylvania Avenue. Great opportunity for somebody that doesn't have a vehicle or doesn't have a constant access to their own vehicle. And they're hiring nurses, janitor staff, dishwashers. Could be, you don't know when you go in. They're definitely hiring, as I said, over 50 positions. So if you stuck with me this long, you know a lot about what's going on in York City this week. So I'm certainly going to be out at a lot of these events, and I hope you are too. I hope you're enjoying the fall temperatures finally. These are perfect days to be out walking around the city of York, and I hope to see you. Have a great week.